Morning, Steve. All right, close that. XPEV. Nah, nothing really significant going on there. Somebody just mentioned a stock JL? J Long? Randy, good morning. Oops, somebody left. Who left? Marcus. Okay, he'll be back. All right, QQQ. JD was the other one. Yeah, JD is skyrocketing and all in pre-market, but it's a Chinese company and low liquidity. So it might work out, but it's a Chinese company. You you really don't want to get involved in Chinese companies. There's just so many. Uh, it's a lot of clouds on that title. AISP. Nordstrom. Let's see. Morning, Mark. Welcome in, Darius. I think I saw somebody else come in too. No, okay. And Nordstrom's the way down. Oh, you mean to short it? It's not really set up right for that. It's not breaking a pivot. It was already been going down for 4 days. It's near the 200 moving average support. Um, it's got a dividend in a couple days. No. On TikTok, I have people posing as me. Wow, I never heard that one before. Yeah, that is so fucking rampant and you know, what's the word? Prevalent. That there's really nothing I can do about it anymore. It's the Wild West. 3 to 4 accounts, try 40. Try 100. And we try to shut them down. Just report them. If you see them, that's the best thing you can do. I do is the reporting. Every month or so, I get in there and I do a blitz of reporting and everything, but they never do anything. TikTok never does anything. They're really bad about enforcing um, people impersonating you for phishing scams. They're really bad with that. Just uh, hope people will be more careful. And I wish TikTok would be better about that. Let's see if I can turn this down one level or two. Yeah, I think maybe one. There we go. Two. Randy says, I received new friend requests. And Michael says the same thing. I receive new friend requests from your evil twins at least 1 to 2 times per week. Good job, Randy, on ignoring, or Michael, who said that? On ignoring them. And Michael says, I get friend requests from Variations View on Discord fairly often. Yeah. And the thing is, it's automatically, like within hours, shutting those accounts down. They get to you like so quickly. And they're very dangerous. We had one member last year lose $16,000 or $12,000. We had another member lose $4,000 or $3,000. This is why they keep doing it because I don't know, one out of 100 tries or one out of 500 tries, they hit bank. And that also is stupid that Discord doesn't allow me to just flat out reject and ban anyone who impersonates my name. But yeah, it's the Wild West. I mean, and the Cowboys, good shots are going to survive. QQQ. Make sure you're a sharp shooter. That's all I can say. With the internet and AI going the way it is. I mean, that's evolution for you. I mean, we killed the Neanderthals. Last Neanderthals. They found some Neanderthals with arrows in their back and shit. Um, yeah, there's no Neanderthals today because we killed them. So, it doesn't pay to be stupid, does it? It does not pay to be stupid. Smarten up, or you're going to devolve. That's just nature. There's nothing I can do about it. It's just facts. I can't do anything about it. Nothing I can do. I'm not God. That's just the way it is. Let's see what else is up in pre-market on our hot list. Crowd OSHA, of course, keeps going, not providing an entry, just a lockout rally. Palantir is up 9%. Excuse me. Let's see what that's about. Oh, that's great. That's a pivot breakout on Palantir. I'm already in Palantir, but this is a pivot break potential entry for any of you who are not. I'm already in it, so great. But if you're not in it, this is one heck of a result. What's going on here? Why are they soaring? It says. Oh, it won a $178 million contract for developing and delivering tactical intelligence targeting access nodes, Titan ground station system, powered by AI and machine learning, and Army's next gen and deep sensing capability. Aberdeen has awarded Palantir a prime contract, so $250 million almost, called Titan, an AI-based defense system. That's a good contract. Should be more where that came from. That puts Palantir in a hell of a good position. I was already in it. We've alerted it before. I've been in it for about 3 weeks now. Still letting that gestate, and well, consider it gestated now. Oh my goodness. All right, ABC. So anyway, Palantir, that could be good. By the way, we're going after CrowdStrike this morning. CrowdStrike should be a 5 minute dip buy or a 1 minute opening range buy, however you want to put it. Excuse me. Back to the yeah. So that's what we're targeting there, and also the market is back up a lot. We'll talk about that in 1 second here. But let's just make sure we're combing the desert here and for all opportunities. I ain't found shit. ABC, let's see. All right, ABC continues looking good. I think some of you might be in ABC or you just were. Looks good. RJ, are you in here? No, RJ's not here. Okay. Be in the morning lives, no? Okay. So anyway, ABC continues to do well. I had even no shares. I had a shares position on that a while back and either broke even or took profits. I think it was, just the timing. It's very hard to get the timing. Oh, Steve's in ABC. There you go. It's very hard to get the timing in ABC. Steve, did you get in when I got in? Oh, you got back in yesterday. Oh, okay. So you're basically back at break even right now, or maybe even down. But okay, good for you. Good for you. Remember the 5 day rule on that one. This is going to be tough. I mean, volatility is expanding on it. So this is one you want to already be in. Watch out for those breakouts. I think probably more than 50% of the time they become fake outs or they seriously test your faith. Third trip in ABSI this year. Well, it's keep at it, I guess. But be careful, yeah. I mean, the cheat entries are always the best. Like our entry was $4, like way back here in the dip. Try to buy things inside the curved pullback, as opposed to breaking out. Because yeah, breakouts do lead to continuation and great runs, but rarely, right? Like one out of minimum of 25%, maximum of 25% of the time, I'd say. So, it's low probability. Try to stick to the higher probabilities. All right. That's my, what is it, advice to you. I don't even remember who the fuck I'm talking to. Oh, Steve. Okay. I was going to say, you got that, Michael? uh, yeah, but never mind. That was Steve, I think. All right, so the AISP is up pretty big this morning. RJ's trading AISP. He got in yesterday. That's up. That's up extraordinary. Good gain on him. NKGN. These companies are just too small, penny stocks. There's some CrowdStrike. So yeah, we'll be following CrowdStrike. All right, let's go ahead and go over the market. We've still got 16 minutes till the market opens, and if anybody has a ticker that you think really we should be paying attention to, let me know. Let us know, right? So anyway, the market has retraced. Well, let's see. Retraced some overnight. Why does it look like that? This is strange. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is yesterday. Okay, the market retraced a lot overnight, about 50% of where it closed to the open of yesterday's candle. And then this morning, it's been edging up as well. Now, apparently at 11 a.m., I don't know if this time is correct, but Jay Powell is speaking this morning and tomorrow. I don't know if that's like at a summit or whatnot, but he's going to be talking about, obviously, economics at minimum, if not the state of the economy, if not precisely what the market wants to hear him, talk about. But what he says is going to move the market all over the place today. So you have until about, I don't know if the time zone is correct on the thing or not, but you have until about like either 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time when he starts talking to start, hedging, locking and stuff in, taking profits, mitigating losses, and just, you don't know which way the market will start to whiplash based on every one of his words that he drops, So just be careful with your positions. Smoke them if you got them, kind of thing. Meaning take profits. If you have profits, your portfolio will remain where it is, and that's a good thing, which is up if it's a profit. All right, we're also looking at JD. So CrowdStrike's our main target, but JD this morning is up, but that's a Chinese stock, so we're not really going to go after it too much. S, it looks like S is up 9%. Let's take a quick look at that. So the market this week is going to be chop. And it could be all positive. I mean, the remarks by Jay Powell could be positive. And in fact, that could be today's sentiment. And then tomorrow, when he talks further, then it could be negative. I mean, or today could be negative and then tomorrow positive. I mean, it's going to be impossible to really trade or enter or anything going on for the next 2 days. It's just, playing around with trains at the train station, not a good idea. So S is Sentinel-1, cybersecurity, I believe. Technology package software, engages in the privileges, security software, detects models and predicts the threat behavior to block attacks on computing devices. Cybersecurity. Sentinel-1 is up 9% this morning. Okay, I guess because CrowdStrike is up, it's a sympathetic move. So, we're going to primarily go after CrowdStrike. Sentinel One's not set up. It's not really like set up here for any particular thing. CrowdStrike, however, is opening over pivot, which I believe, yeah, wow. It's over all-time highs. I mean, it'll be a new all-time high. It's been in all-time high territory for the last 5 weeks. But now this is insanely incredible. And you would think, so elevated as it is, that it will probably just sell off and bleed red all day, and that is a possibility. But the gap theory analysis on this indicates that it'll probably be bought up. However, the volume on it does seem a bit low. Can anybody give me a volume figure on it? Because I show 270,000 shares traded pre-market. I think that's anyway, that'd be a little bit light, but maybe 30 minutes into the market open we'll know more about what the total first third of the day in volume is. But usually in pre-market when these things are that light, it's not the greatest sign. It's not the greatest sign. So it could fade. But we'll continue to be actually long biased on it. And that's not because it's gapped up. It's a whole bunch of things on the gap analysis. But I would be worried about the liquidity on it. And if it does fail out the 1 minute opening range breakout, then you'd be trying to hunt a 5 minute entry, 5 minute dip buy entry. That'd be your second chance entry. And then you'd follow that for basically a day trade, or you could maybe leave a runner on as a swing trade. And size accordingly, always use the 1% rule, of course, of course. Let's see here. The gap to any prior price would fill at 339, basically 339. And it's opening at 365. It could also push green really hard and then just bleed red all day. I mean, there's all kinds of possibilities here. If you want to wait until the end of the day to get, for example, a put credit spread on it near the low of the day or in the gap somewhere, that'd be perfectly fine, perfectly admirable of you to wait on it. But 1 minute opening range should give us some sentiment reading, and then fall back onto the 5 minute dip buy strategy from there. And let's see how it goes, All right, we got 9 minutes left, and we still have plenty of time here, 9 minutes to stay sharp, be sharp, get sharp. Take another look at the market. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. S&P 500 always underperforms the growth market, QQQ. With experience, you'll learn to trade QQQ and not the S&P 500. Nobody really gives a shit about the S&P 500 if you're a trader. Maybe if you're a investor, but as a trader, you get more money out of the growth market. So, in any event, S&P 500 is opening just about darn near at yesterday's high. That's really great. But again, Jay Powell speaking pretty soon. And then over on the Qs, is it the same? No, but it's close. But S&P 500 is a little bit in better shape. And of course it would be because it's not up as much. It's not as overinflated, or however you want to say. It's not as extended. It has not gained as much as the Qs because it has a lot of value and defensive stocks in it, the S&P 500. So that's why it's basically a little bit smoother, a little bit more reliable. You'll get more return out of the Qs and the growth market and all those growth stocks. You get a little bit more reliability and smoothness and less return out of the S&P 500. It's a trade-off, always a trade-off. However, there are some things that return the same amount of return more with the same amount of risk, and that's what I've learned to focus on over the years. I've got about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35 positions. You guys? But I am running a portfolio of passive income, a theta portfolio of option selling, but I'm also taking advantage of all the opportunities on the market uh, with that. Maybe 25% of my portfolio is in boring names. Nah, maybe even 15 or 20%. I've got, for example, I've got Nvidia, I've got Netflix, I've got MSTR, Microsoft, Moderna, Meta, DraftKings, Carvana, Coin, Kava, ARM, AMD, IWM, LLY, Lilly, LSCC, Norwegian, SMCI, TSM, Urban, VRT, Win, App, Palantir, Lyft, JetBlue. I mean, you can see you get to play a lot of the biggest names, the most popular names, even in portfolio of passive income like this. So you're really not missing anything. And this morning, Palantir is obviously gonna be peaking in my portfolio. So because it's opening so strong. Oh, and I'm already in it, by the way, but that's another one that you might want to stock for potential entry. It's going to be a little bit harder because, like I was telling Steve earlier, I believe it was, that grabbing breakouts at the breakout, it's high risk endeavor. It can include reward, but I find that the reward is far more infrequent than the risk. About 25%. All right. Hey, RJ. Oh, no, I thought RJ was in here. I've got a list. I got two lists in the wrong place. Uh, in any event, good morning, you guys. The market will be opening in 5 minutes and 50 seconds. 5 minutes and 30 seconds, rather. 50 is half of 100, 50%. 5 minutes and 40% of a minute. Yes. I'm going to look at anything else because we're pretty much on the ball here. ABSI, CXDO, volume. I need to get a better volume reading here. It's covering it up. Okay, 1.4 Fusion. Carl's brought us Dave. Let's look at Dave. Okay, Dave was huge yesterday. That was the day to get in. And today a follow through could be had at the break of yesterday's high. Potentially. RJ, good morning, buddy. Looking at this one, Dave, Carl just brought us. Yesterday had great earnings. Today could be day two follow through. Yeah, you did, but don't risk your job now. And good job on what was it? AISP. Nice. Did you have a feeling about it, or what was your thesis yesterday? You have a couple minutes to tell us. What was your thesis yesterday for getting in, and when did you get in? Midday, late day, right at the close, after hours. What were you thinking over there? Obviously, that sure paid off. You said you got it at a pretty good price, I think. So you must have got it midday. I'm guessing you're sick right now or something. You weren't at work. 323. That's a pretty excellent price. You sure do still got it. Yeah, that's a pretty excellent price. Some kind of a reclaim entry, it looks like. All right, we got 3 minutes until the market opens. Yes, sir, I was looking at it. RJ says, yes, sir, I was looking at it midday. It was high, right, flagging after gapping up on the daily chart. Oh, so you were looking at like a 1 hour chart or something? You wouldn't see high right flagging. Sorry, okay, you wouldn't see tight flagging on a 1 minute chart or a daily chart. So maybe you were looking at an hourly chart, 30-minute chart, or 15-minute chart to see kind of the shape of it. But, to me, it looks more like 15 minutes. See, I knew it. See, RJ, I knew it. How can I figure this shit out? Because you said high tight flag, and you can't really see that in that way. And by the way, I think that's a bullshit signal there. Don't try and follow that too much, unless it continues to be good for you. Go for it. But the real point there was it. It was pulling back. Well, it was. I mean, you could call it high tight flag, but it was basing nicely, I guess you could say. Yeah, I kind of don't think so, but yeah, because it's higher low coming up. Entry for me would have been 350 if I really wanted that as a day trade. But anyway, good, good, good. You had some kind of thesis. Keep going with it because if it keeps working, it keeps working. We don't change things at work. We can be suspicious about them, but we don't change things at work. And it's good to be suspicious about them. All right, we got a minute and 20 seconds. We're going after CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike is already dipping before the open. We're going after CrowdStrike for a long, which reminds me I'm probably going to need to get that kind of up here so I'm not struggling with my internet in the middle of the opening. Oh, that's Analyze tab. No, Trade tab. Crowd. All right. So I've got that up in both spots, and when we get there, we'll get there. And for me, I'll be taking a put credit spread on CrowdStrike if it performs correctly here. All right, but we'll get the 1 minute opening range entry if we can get it. That's already failing pre-market. This will be interesting. Palantir also, and Palantir I'm already in. There goes AISP for high frequency day traders, making a new high just before the market opens. Market's opening in 10 seconds, or maybe 8 seconds, 5 seconds, depending on the feed delay. Here we go. Bing, bing, bing. All right. Market moving up off of the open. CrowdStrike red started to sell off immediately off the open. Okay, we may be going for 5 minute dip by on CrowdStrike, but the 1 minute opening range entry would be 362. There it is. There's 1 minute opening range entry on CrowdStrike. Where's the freaking delta here? Here we go. So 330. Okay, is that failing already? 330. Boy, those option spreads are wide. Too wide. Tighten up. Open interest. Okay, CrowdStrike looks like it. What is it? It failed out, 930. Oh, it never created an entry. The entry is the top of that first 1 minute candle, 365. And it has not created that entry. 365. And it may become a 5 minute dip by. Palantir is going. AISP is failing out. The market itself is green. We are 2 minutes into the open. Also moving strong off the open is MSTR. All right, it looks like CrowdStrike's going to maybe bleed out. We'll see. If the 5 minute dip by fails, then it's just going to work on filling the gap, and I might get a call credit spread, as a matter of fact, on it in that case. Palantir fading. couple of things doing really good here, and I'm trying to figure out which they are. Okay, Norwegian NCLH is one of the best. Let's see. I'm going to try to take any accelerated profits before JPOW starts speaking, that's for sure. Okay, let's see. 19 cents would be 80%. Oh, good job, RJ. What on earth is it trying to sell there? I have a strange position on NCLH apparently. Okay. Vertical. All right, we'll leave that alone till after we've got this opening sussed out a little bit. But everything's looking good. Today's a good day. Yesterday, bad day. Today, good day so far. Knock on wood. Okay, CrowdStrike's attempting. It's attempting. It's not near the 5-minute mark yet, so we haven't created a 5-minute candle for a 5-minute dip buy entry, but it has created the 1-minute range, and that entry would be all the way up at 365, stop at 350. $15 of risk. Yeah, AISP. AMD looking really good this morning. Yeah, I'm seeing gains from AMD on my account for sure. I didn't take an exact look at it, but excellent. The market is turning around right now, starting to go red. We got 30 seconds until the 5-minute candle closes. Oh, why? All right, I'm going to take a look at this NCLH position I have set up, and I'm going to take a look at AMD. Okay, and AMD. On NCLH, I have an iron condor. Got it. Okay, so I'm just going to let that sit there then. AMD, wow. Yeah, look at that. Woo, love it. Where is my position on AMD? Okay. I'm at 62% max profit now because of that. And I have another one at 64% max profit on that one. Coin is also doing well. The market put in a first 5-minute candle is red and now pushing down. So the day is going to be under pressure, it looks like. Okay, coin, good. Coin's way up there. I mean, what's my accelerated profit? 68% with 44 days left. Yeah, I'm going to take one of those. An even better price if I can. Just put that order out there, and if it fills, it fills. It's really good. If you have anything you need me to look at, guys, let me know. I'm just kind of scrolling through my positions. MSTR Lyft is doing good. MSTR is doing great, 4% up off the open. Lyft, Kava, I mean, I'm already in these, the top performers that I'm already in. But these are names that, you should be thinking about finding entries on. Maybe not today, but they are doing well today. So I don't know if you already have a position or not. Cart continues to be wonderful. Coin onto Carvana Monday. Let's check onto. Oh, all right. On to not an entry. Lyft Carvana Monday. No. Looking for entries if there are any on the market. Let's take a look at the big ones. Google, Apple, Microsoft. Ooh, that looks terrible. Apple has been looking really bad. Apple's got no relief. Tesla. Nope. Looks terrible. Microsoft. Microsoft's got some relative strength. It definitely got beat up today and yesterday, but it's not as terrible as Apple and Tesla right now. Nvidia's got a new high. It's red, but from the open, but this is a new high. Nvidia doing outstanding. I'm in Nvidia as well. Hopefully you guys are. Netflix. Cool. It's doing all right. Let's take a look at that MSTR. Yeah. Looking good. AMD Coin, Cart, Carvana, Monday, XPEV, we already looked at. CFLTE. I'm not in this one. Let's take a look at that. I like it. I've been in it before. Oh, maybe I am in it. Oh, I probably took accelerated profits on it already. But yeah, it's performing perfectly. I got to put credit spread when it had a great earnings release and took accelerated profits, early profits, more than expected back then. Okay, let's go back to CrowdStrike and see what's going on over there. Okay, let's switch over to the CrowdStrike 5-minute view. Okay. So we already have, what's this minute now? We're in the 11th minute. We already have two 5-minute candles. So 358 would be a CrowdStrike entry for a 5-minute dip buy if it's going to happen. 358. It's already failed the 1-minute opening range. So fallback is to the 5-minute dip buy now. 358 with a stop at 347-ish, so about $11 of risk. So risk is tightening up. That means the momentum is slowing, that things are turning around. So it could be ready to make a run. These dip buy entries are typically worthwhile. Hello, Hitman. What's your name? Who are you? Is that Austin? Did you just change your name? Yes, sir. All right. And by the way, what's your is that your same Discord name? Like I was trying to say hello to you the other day in the Discord, but I didn't know your corresponding Discord name. CoinLift, AMD Monday, Carvana, Moderna, VKTX has been going crazy, of course. Let's take a look at that. Powell Day is so electric, says Schmo. Yeah. Yes, it is. Sorry, gamer name. What? Yes, it is. Sorry, it's a gamer name. Okay, okay. I think is what you're saying. Well, yeah. I think Hitman, if I remember right. I don't know. Maybe that's not the one I'm thinking of. But there was a game where like he had like these superpowers that he would like electricity would flow out of his hands. I'm not sure if that was Hitman. I don't play a lot of video games. Mostly I just watch my kids play them. But I think I remember that one. I could be way off. VKTX is settling in. Is RJ still here? He is. This is kind of a high tight flag. Gotcha. Yeah, I believe you're all good. Infamous. That's the one I'm thinking of, Justin. Yes. I think, or maybe it was Hitman. No, but I think it was Infamous. Yeah. I think you're a hitman in Infamous, but you have these like, I don't know. Somehow I got those confused. But there's your high tight flag on the daily on VKTX. What a move it's made. Is this Holy Grail? 317% in 21 days. Okay, qualification number one. And then the pullback. And remember, we got to use our measuring tool for this. VKTX, Fibonacci retracement tool. So take it from the low of the Holy Grail move, and then stretch it out to get your pullback amount. There it is. It was 30% exactly, 33%, 1/3. So it is Holy Grail. So you're looking for entry. You're looking for any entry signals on this. For example, the other day it had entry signal at about $91 when it went over this candle here, and you might put your stop either at low of the day or the pivot low of $75. That would keep you in, if your timing is off. If it was extremely liquid, you could even get a put credit spread, but I doubt that. Yeah, the RS rating is also 99, which is like 100. It's maxed. Today, an entry would be at basically 93. So if we break over 93, that would be an entry. And then you'd put it at the stop there, because you have to remember, you have to think of that. That's a pivot low, 84. So you'd get in at 93 with a stop at 80, 375, 84. Because what we're really dealing with here is this shape. So it went up. Oh, I think it'll be even easier if I remove all of the in. There you go. So we're essentially looking at this first pivot low. Entry would have been here with stop there. But now we're on a second wave of pullback. And so if we get an entry here today or tomorrow, the stop would be at pivot low over here. And you should be stalking this. Like, this is Holy Grail. I mean, trade something else, you'd be trading an inferior stock pick. Holy Grails do not come along often, and this is a freshie. So and that might fail out, and you just got to stay on it, because there's going to be one time where it just goes ballistic, and it's going to continue. Holy Grails just tend to do that. They got that high tight flag going. Yeah. All right. Cool. All right, you guys. What time is it here? Let's move back into the group. We've been trading the market for 17 minutes here. Things are flowing. JPow's going to start talking in an hour and 15 minutes. The market's going to go effing crazy. Be really careful. Um, take profits while you have them, hedge, whatever you need to do. And anyway, let's chat with each other in the group. I'll be over there. Hopefully, this has got you, an accelerated, up and running, and oriented for the day. You bet, RJ. Thanks for coming in. Nice to see you. Thank you, Michael. Thanks, everybody. All right, see you in there.